Hey, welcome back, and this is the fifth episode of On the Spot. Today we will be talking about another random topic. Today's topic is what sort of games did I like growing up? How did my taste change towards what I like currently, and what caused those changes? If you have something to share on this topic, go ahead and do so in the comments, or tell us a story, or even tell me how I never should have shaved off my beard. But like always, keep things civil in those comments. So, when I was really young, probably 9 or 10, I got my first introduction to gaming, really, which was my Game Boy Color. Um, Being born in 1989, that I wasn't raised in a very rich family, so we didn't have a fancy console or something. But that Game Boy Color was mine, and I loved it. And how this transitioned into me liking games is I would always play games that had a story with them. Go ahead and picture, if you will, um, going down the rabbit hole, following a story to its end, and really engaging yourself in that story, finding out what it has to offer you, and putting yourself in the shoes of each character and feeling what they feel is really what I really enjoyed um, when I was young and playing games. So those those feelings and how much I enjoy that really hasn't changed all that much um, from then and to today. Um, I've played tons of games on my Game Boy when I was younger, such as Golden Sun and a bunch of Final Fantasy games and even a couple Pokemon games. Um, but when I got to about 13 or 14, I did go ahead and get into first person shooter games, which would be something like Quake 3 Arena or Unreal Tournament. Those type of games kept my interest and do still keep my interest to this day. But difficulties arise when I have to use my fingers a lot and my hands in general because um, my hands just aren't built anymore for uh, for playing Twitch shooters, which a Twitch shooter could be classified as something like Overwatch. But if the game has a story and the movements aren't too strenuous on my hands to where I have to take frequent breaks, I can usually go ahead and get into it and enjoy it. But if we go ahead and look at how my tastes have changed, um, in the RPG aspect of of my interest in gaming, that really hasn't changed. Um, I always like to go ahead and follow a story and feel what those characters are feeling, like I said before. Um, Going ahead and playing online games has also greatly piqued my interest. Feeling a sense of community, like in a game like World of Warcraft or the many other online games that are there, um, has also gone ahead and greatly piqued my interest. But going back to first-person shooter games, I will still go ahead and play games like that. Take for instance a good mix of RPG elements with a first-person shooter focus would be something like Mass Effect. I greatly enjoy games like this, mostly because uh, the the type of shooting and the type of gameplay isn't too hard on my hands, and it still has that really great story to go ahead and follow. So games like that, I will always go ahead and have time for those. Games like Overwatch or Call of Duty are just not my cup of tea, honestly. To engage my interest, I like to have a story. I like to have something to follow, and I like to feel like I'm either moving towards something or going ahead and contributing to a story in some way. So with that in mind, I've always really kind of steered clear of the um, um, mindless sort of blow people to bits sort of games or the RTS games. While they do have their stories, I'm just not that much of a thinker. Um, I play games to go ahead and relax and chill out and just turn off my brain. So I think we've gone ahead and covered a lot about um, what I've liked in gaming and the type of games I used to play and currently do still do play. Um, I'd like to go ahead and hear your opinions on this though. Go ahead and in the comments tell me about games you used to play or still do play. Tell me how your tastes have changed or if your tastes are the same as they've always been. But do us all a favor and keep the comments clean and civil. And most of all, go ahead and if you've liked the video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. If you want to see more content, go ahead and sorry, um, subscribe to my channel to go ahead and support more content like this. Um, I'd like to go ahead and thank you for watching the video. And this is Conflict, and this is me signing off.